Side laden with talent that's in town in Melbourne tonight.
Talent is the key word right across the park. Tuamafasi, Riccatelli and Sheck lay a foundation for this forward pack to go to work. Tuipulotu is the captain. Ioane leads from the front all the time. Segna, Papali'i and Sotutu, the scoring machine. Sotutu is going to be destructive all night. Funaki and Plummer are really combining well to unleash a backline that's full of potential. Look no further than Ioane at 13 to create some space. That man, Talea, working with Forbes and Clark in the back three. They've been the form back three of the competition.
And Knock was superb off the bench last week, scoring the match winner in the 82nd minute. Keep an eye on him tonight. Heem, well, we know what sort of damage he can do with his huge, powerful carries. So the Blues look like that. The Rebels, Morgan Turinui, looking to bounce back after a heavy loss last week.
Yes, and the forward pack tasked to do it. Adokolea and Taniela Tupou in number 3, alongside Jordan Walisi, Smith and Canham. Good to see Josh Canham, who's been solid back in there. Kemeny at 6, Ekuasi at the flank in 7, and Rob Leota returns and is the captain. Ryan Lowndes and Carter Gordon, we've seen them together the last few matches. Darby Lancaster and Lockie Anderson a late inclusion after the late withdrawal of Filippo Dungunu. Felioi and Proctor in the midfield, and the experience of Andrew Kellaway at fullback.
And the Melbourne Rebels bench looks like this. Gibbon and Talakai will be looking for some redemption last week after being put under all sorts of pressure by the Crusaders. Scrum to Alima and Number Lakasi have been good in 2024, and with that late loss of Dungunu, Juice slips onto the bench. So the Blues will be looking for a win here to try and stay in touch with the Hurricanes, who sit top of the ladder for the moment. And they have won 12 of their last 13 on Aussie soil, so they love coming across the Tasman.
It's about this forward pack. It's about laying a foundation. We heard Matt Rogers talk about it. You don't want to be an outside back getting the ball going backwards. That might be Captain Obvious, but it's vital for the Rebels tonight to free up this back line. And the biggest man on the field is going to be responsible for it. Taniela Tupou, post-contact matters, always gets his head through the gap. And if you don't want to give it to him, he forces his way through. The Rebels, 95% of their scrums are won when he's on the field. A huge confidence booster. He's on the opposite end of the team to Caleb Clark, but he's no less influential, Morgs.
Yeah, great at scrum time, and a different role for Taniela Tupou starting. Been most effective this year off the bench, been held back for that. They've thrown him straight into the fray to begin with.
That's Angus Gardner,
Ready when we are?
the man in charge. So the Rebels looking to lock down their first ever finals appearance. The Blues looking to stay inside the top 2 with just 5 rounds remaining.
Instruction number 1.
Gordon, ooh, it's not pretty, but it's good. It's all that counts for Kevin Foote. Riccatelli, hang on, what was that loss forward? It was, and it's Melbourne ball. Canham comes out the other side with it. Gordon. Have a go with ball in hand. Advantage is gone. Now it's back with the Blues. Talea looking to get away. Talea off and gone in the 21 jersey for the first of the night.
There's the danger come to fruition. The Rebels. Was given, and it was just here. They had good numbers, just couldn't get it done. And once he scoops up and gets that left palm out on Felioi, that's it, and Mark Talea.
Andrew Kellaway closes. Proctor here probably gets ahead of him too, overruns him a bit into that hole, sees it, goes to ground and shut the gate. Missed tackle. For all of the setup plays and all of the attack adventure for the Blues. When they get turnovers, they light up. The Rebels are going to be adventurous with the ball. They can't invite too much risk into the game.
They keep it bunched for the moment, let the forwards go to work. There's a nice pick and go in time from Welesi.
Step back, two.
Tupou.
Advantage.
Calling the run. And put down
Offside.
just in front of the posts. Now Gordon goes to the right. Lawrence crosses for the Rebels.
Off the back of two lineouts, deals clean in the air from Josh Canham. And the Blues are so proud of their line integrity. It was very smart once they got penalty advantage, a swing back. Watch the little block too in the defensive line. Jordan Welesi just checks Hoskins Sotutu, fights to get on the outside. There it is there. Lowrance just spies a bit of space without turn hips. There's his space, there's his hole, and takes it.
Well, he's been active all night, Brian Lawrence. Tell you what, Josh Cannon's been active as well. What that's going to do now on halfway.
Shove along from Feliuati. All good defence from the Blues. Lawrence staying alive on the play. Kailea put down by Papali'i. Smith back towards the breakdown. Centre field, the Rebels here, and it's ripped away.
Number 7.
That was done so illegally, and it's a Rebels penalty. Goes against Dalton Papali'i.
Change it up tactically. This is a great little 21 play back down the blind side with Kellaway spotting some space. Blues scramble well. Blues normally have been putting one tackler in and maybe someone to have a look at the ball. Just gets Angus Gardner, gets Dalton Papali'i for coming around the side there before raking it back with his foot. Chance for 3 for the Rebels to extend their lead. Last week, they made an absolute fight at the breakdown, the Blues. More judicious this evening.
Gordon drills through the penalty goal, and it's the Rebels leading up the Blues through 27 minutes.
Step back, Rebels. Advantage.
Calvin Clark in there doing the work of his forwards, getting inches away from the line. Sotutu, competition's leading try scorer, rolls it out the back for the captain. He's an inch short.
Hands behind.
Sotutu calls it again. He's the debutant with the Blues. I think it's Sheck.
Tuck it and take it up the middle. Strong and aggressive. Rebels team playing under advantage already, having been offside. Take the risk out of it, Morgs. It's that low. When someone's that low, it's almost a double movement. It's not far off, but he's just, with his knees there, knees are on the ground and propels him forward. Look at that replay.
To keep his side in front at halftime here in Melbourne as Rico gets some attention. Okay, let's throw it down sideline where Acko has Carter Gordon. So it is Bryce Heem who's on for Rico Ioane. And we're underway with the second 40 at Amy Park in Melbourne. Edges it to within 3 of the line. Good shape here from the Blues. Big man Tuipulotu short.
Play it. Hands behind, hands behind.
Sotutu lurking one off. They go short side instead.
Hands behind.
The Rebels
Good.
defending desperately here. It slips back. On come the Blues.
Short. Hands behind.
Slow to come here for the visitors. Tunkafasi pops it up. Stuta out the back for Naki. Lovely ball for Forbes. Forbes looking to stay alive. Forbes gets it away to Lea. Round his laces and then he lights them up down the
I think
right.
I lost you. Comes wise.
How good the hands. How sharp the finish from Talea.
Yeah, no, I haven't got you.
Well, he looked up. He had to get it there. Rebels are good defensively. This is the spot tackle. And great hands from Talea. Too quick, too good in the corner.
Taniela Tupou starts from one on the left side defender of the breakdown and gets across to the end of the line there. Shows you how short they were in defence. Look at him moving around the back here. Darby Lancaster doesn't stop man and ball. And Taniela Tupou, tell you what, if he makes that tackle, he's a magician. Mark Talia.
What's the effort we want to see from...
Hands behind!
Towards the line. How much longer can they hold on here, Melbourne?
Hands behind!
Relentless from the Blues, Tutu. Wave after wave of attack.
Advantage.
5 from the Rebels line. They fight for the extra metre and they get it down.
You had the ball, so I'll let it play.
He did well to control possession off that fractured scrum. We always felt it was a matter of time. Rebels were valiant defensively. So hard when you've got to have all points of your body that are on the ground behind the line to keep out a team, especially when it's the Blues, and the skipper gets it done.
Well, you talked about it, Morgs. The pragmatism of this team needs to take the game by the scruff of the neck. Vern Cotter would have liked to have taken some of his backs by the scruff of the neck.
Real early, real high from Plummer. And they'll take another look. Gibbon bounces out from the base of the ruck. It gets killed on the deck. What will Gardner come up with
Number 9,
here?
cynical. Sorry, 10, sorry. Good.
This would be the killer shot for
Stay down, 18.
Melbourne. And all but secure a bonus point win for the Blues.
Short,
Papali'i close.
No, lost it.
Darry gets over but can't get it down the first time. But with a second effort, he gets planted.
From the Blues, they've just gone up a notch in power. It ain't fancy, but it's effective. Shortest route to the try line, least risk. And it's what this Blues team has brought to the competition this year. It's why we talk about this Blues team in every sense of the word. Team, they've got a very powerful, good platform from this forward pack. When things aren't going so well, keep it in close, you'll get points. Effective, Morgs.
They changed it up in the second half.
Sneaks over the 22. Good hands in tight there from Darry. Found Tarval. Eklund. Tutu. Leaves it there for Nog. Heem. Nog. Goes to Suafoa. Comeback story of the night, maybe of the year after overcoming cancer. Here come the Blues. They're going to really slam a full stop on this performance. Clark.
Leave it, it's 18. Well done, good listen.
Again, they get it over. They can't get it down. But what about this? It's Darry with his second. The reserve forward off the bench and on the board big time.
This is a difference. Excellent work again. This Blues pack going to work. Roll their sleeves up. Keep it in tight. Every touch of the ball advanced. Put the Rebels under pressure. So hard to defend that close to the line, Morgs. Referees red hot on hands and feet being behind try line last feet.
I'm trying to work out who it was, but one of his teammates just screamed out, "Double Darry." That sums it up.
It's Melbourne with the last use of the ball. Is it? No. Tap back, tap to touch. And the Blues keep the Rebels scoreless in the second half whilst running away with it.